Thank you all for being here. Congratulations to the people behind all this great event. And today we are here because we believe that we have an answer to how AI can turn into actually return value, real and scalable value to the organizations. So actually UiPath, it's the leader in the agentic automation platform, and we are there in the business transformation and automation more than 20 years. So actually, let's start with what we see right now in the market. Okay. Actually, 95% of the companies, based on MIT report, saying that they don't see return of investment out of the AI. So we all here we discuss about AI, about the potential that we expect from AI, that there is no return from AI, and 95% of the companies, they don't see return of investment. So actually we can spend hours analyzing why these companies, they don't see investment, what they did wrong, etc., etc. But actually, what we can do is just to see what the 5% they can do right, and understand how we can, let's say, meet this kind of companies in our journey. So actually, the most important thing is to elevate the AI discussion at the C-level. So it's a C-level play right now. We have to redesign the process, we have to rethink everything, we have to embed AI in everything across our organization, no matter if this is finance, if this is HR, if it is operations, everywhere. And select the high impact process, the process that makes more impact to our organization. Orchestrate whatever we have right now, because it's already existing investment that we need to keep it, okay? Include all the new AI agents that are coming, and everybody will speak about this today, and orchestrate it in an environment that human, robots, and agent can cooperate for success and collaborate for success. So this is exactly what we do with 10,000 enterprise clients that we have right now. Transform it in this way in order to be in this 5% of the successful companies that they can embed AI into their organization. So the question is how, okay? So this is a difficult thing. Everybody's speaking about an AI agents, that's great. So we may, let's say, heard about what is AI agent, what is robots, what is everything today. It's not necessary to mention now, but actually I'm pretty sure that you see that AI agents have the capabilities and the power, the transformative capabilities and the power. So, but what about the robots, the existing, the deterministic flows that we have in our organization? So, and it's required to keep them, okay, within the company. And what about the people? How we can, let's say, put all of them to work in this process redesign that we expect to do? We need, let's say, to give loans very quickly in order to hire people in 5 minutes, in order to onboard in a client into our organization in two minutes. Also, how we can orchestrate all this stuff in one place, right? So that's the answer that we try to let's say, to give today, orchestrating agents, robots, and people in an agentic orchestration environment that can, let's say, start from the modeling of the process, allow everybody to visualize what I'm trying to transform, how I can embed AI agents, how we can, let's say, put human in the loop, and how to put robots to work for us and do the work for us. And that's where UiPath invested heavily in order to build an orchestration environment that is recognized as the best solution right now in the market in order, let's say, to provide AI agents, robots, and human in the loop in orchestrated environments and governance environment that all the companies feel secure, that no matter if I'm going to use LLMs, no matter if I'm going to, let's say, expose my data, okay, the environment will be fully secure for my company. And that's called UiPath Maestro. This is the new product that raised by UiPath, exactly for this reason. And last month, recognized as the best invention 2025. For the organization, they would like, let's say, to embrace agentic AI and use the AI agents that we can build together with robots and people. So, but let's go deep dive in order to see how we can achieve that, how it's possible. So, Mert, the floor is yours.
Thank you, my friend. So, let me start with this sentence. We are not trying to replace the robots with the agents, okay? We are trying to complete what we couldn't be able to do so far with the robots, actually. So agents are basically complementary up until what we are doing so far, okay? That's what we are trying to achieve with the agents. So let me explain you how UiPath agents work. You already listened a couple of times, maybe you already know about how the agents work, but let me explain you what we are positioning, what we are putting as a differentiator. Of course, they are waiting an input, right? Sometimes this input can be an email body, sometimes it can be an output of an automation, it can be any text, it can be an image, it can be anything like that, all right? And based on this, agents are achieving the goal that we are expecting from them. But while doing so, context is really crucial. You know what is context? This is basically the rec for the UiPath. If we do not provide the context, they are trying to decide with the pure public available knowledge. So we do not want it. We want to provide policies related with the task that we want to automate within the agent. And after the context, we can provide tools to the agents. What does it mean? Agents, UiPath agents, are capable of communicate with the other agents that you built within the platform. It does not have to be a UiPath agent, it can be any other agent, or they are able to trigger automations that you built already within the platform. So basically, whenever extra information is needed by the UiPath agents, they are capable of getting that information by communicating with the tools, by communicating with the trigger automations. If they still need additional information, they can ask human input. Okay, so human can provide that additional information agent requires, and human also can decide that if agent needs to learn from that input. All right, so basically there is a checkbox on the human in the loop screen, and if human wants the agent to learn from that input, it's up to the human, whoever providing that data. And finally, agents achieving the goal. But it's not only this, we are also able to provide guardrails to the agent. So with that way, agents can work more securely, more reliably. Our agents, while designing the agents, you can also evaluate the agents. All right, again, this is for achieving more stable and reliable agent execution. And it's not only that, I believe this is one of the most favorite features that I like that we are providing to our customers. Agents can work multimodal. They are LLM agnostic. So our customers, they do not need to manage and create subscriptions with the hyperscalers. We are basically providing those subscriptions to our customers. They can build an agent based on OpenAI model. If they do not like the performance of that model, with just one click, they can switch back to Gemini model or or Anthropic Cloud model, let's say, all right? And during the evaluation, let's assume that, again, they designed the agent with the OpenAI model. They can evaluate the same agent with different version of OpenAI model or totally different model, like Gemini and Anthropic Cloud, whatever the version they would like to pick up. So with all of these functionalities, with all of these features, what we are trying to do, we are basically trying to provide our customers enterprise-grade enterprise agents, not just autonomous agents that they can publicly design right now. And after that, on top of that, we believe orchestration is much more crucial, okay? We think that it's not about it's not about the pieces themselves, but it's about how the pieces fit together with each other. So we believe that the challenge lies in orchestrating the range of interactions and the integrations at scale. Okay, this is I believe, we believe that it's a huge problem. So again, with all of the experience that we received, we got it from the automation so far, we observed that each business use case, each business flow process often needs to access multi-models, vector databases, prompt libraries, or different set of applications. So this is what we are trying to provide to our customers through UiPath Maestro and UiPath Agentic Automation platform. So UiPath is most comprehensive agentic automation platform for our customers to transform their business processes. So orchestrating, using Maestro, using UiPath agentic platform across agents, robots, peoples, and with all of their applications and data is possible. This is what we are providing them. So all of them are built on a secure, open, and scalable foundation with a comprehensive ecosystem. And finally, on Act 1, we were focusing on RPA. We were trying to extend the scope of the automation, but it was only, most of the time, task automation. We were not able to cover full business processes, full business flows. So this is what we are covering right now within the Act 2, okay? So within the Act 2, through the orchestration capabilities, through the UiPath agents, we are focusing on full set complex business processes. So what we say that's like the title of our session, agent thinks, robots do, and the people lead. So thank you for listening. As I believe we have time, I don't know.
Yes.
So shall we take questions, if there is any questions? Okay, all right.
Is there any question? Okay, we're more than happy to answer.
I heard that there are 2 questions.
Of course.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So thank you for the talk.
Thank you very much.
You talked about simplifying some complex business operations.
Business, yeah.
Yeah, could you name some of them, for example?
So for example, before agentic automation with the RPA, we were always need to intervene by the human, okay? Let's assume that we need to automate a complex business process, for example, but RPA is only for repetitive and mundane tasks, which does not accept any error, let's say, okay? Because it does not have any AI capabilities within the RPA. So with just the agents right now, for example, we can trigger the automation with just a complex email body, okay? So our customers, they can trigger the automation directly with an email that they are receiving from their customers. They can classify those emails and they can design and execute several different paths within a simple, within a single process, for example. Okay, so they can start the automation with that and they can continue to submit data to ERP, for example, or to CRM, I don't know. They can create quotation. They can directly answer the emails without human interruptions with the agent. So this one, mostly we are working on those kind of scenarios, but the generic use cases, that there are tons of different use cases that we can position the agentic platform.
But it's not only that. I mean, we have also documents in the process. So actually, the traditional way that we try to automate stuff, okay, there are many capabilities. Like, I mean, it was not possible to manage document process. Right now, with the capabilities of Maestro, we can orchestrate all the customer onboarding process, all the loan origination process for a bank, for any organization. So we can read the documents, we can analyze, extract the information, we can, let's say, make it available to an application for, let's say, processing this data, and also have human in the loop in order to make this required approval in some case, at least at the very at the very early steps in this agentic automation process, in order the people to feel secure that whatever an automation does fits 100% to our objectives as a company. So whatever process you can imagine, process order to cash, I mean invoice processing, HR transformation, I mean to automate all the process about recruitment, etc., etc. Super.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.